Daniel.
Take the work, for God's sake, take the work, because there is.
Are we good?
Yeah.
And especially for a short stint.
Oh, fuck me.
Well, yeah, but that was the thing, you see. It wasn't a short stint.
Are we ready?
It was going to be a long stint.
Jack,
What I thought was a long stint.
Oh, you can't fucking introduce us.
year.
Okay.
But there would have been nothing.
Can you put on the sound?
nothing.
Yeah, go on.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring me, David McFuckface, Hannah McNickers, and amazingly we have two the best guests ever.
Yes!
Deirdre O'Kane and Emma Doran, and my princes Jack and Daniel. Someday this fucking kingdom will be yours, but you'll have to figure out how to do a fucking sound check before the fucking fuck me. And I just need to express that anger.
And we like that, David. Get it all out now.
It's sound issues.
Was that deliberate? The Jack Daniels. Did the drink come into it when you were thinking
No,
about
I am an
naming it?
alcoholic, and thank you. Well, no, Daniel was born first, and then Jack. But then it did seem like Jack Daniels. I should have called them Vod and Ka, because that was my drink of choice, or vodka and Coke. What's your drink of choice, Emma Doran?
At the moment, it's gin and tonic, but I feel like I need a new one.
Can I just say the two of you look amazing? Isn't that what you're supposed to say to people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
And that
to
works.
people.
That works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's usually a good rule of thumb.
I was listening to your podcast. How long did you start your...
Oh, God, he actually listened to it, did you?
I did.
Was that
Well, no.
bearable for you?
Well, it was very, very funny because you were talking about going into the rotunda. Was that a bit?
It may have been a little old bit, yeah.
Oh, I see.
May have been a bit,
I was
but
thinking,
it was true.
Was that off
It was
the top?
true.
If that was off the top, okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that was a very funny bit about asking you can't be a comedian.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Yeah.
It did become a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I don't remember very well, but yeah, she did say to me, "You can't
Yeah,
be that.
yeah.
You can't be that."
Oh, because it wasn't in her system.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Not the system.
Anyway, well, can I just say, look, very, I mean, this is very exciting for me, Deirdre and Emma. I'm so excited, I don't know what to say.
I want to know about
I'm so excited, I don't know
Deirdre
what...
and yours history. How did you guys meet?
That's a great question.
Well,
You don't
I
think
remember
can
meeting
remember.
Deirdre O'Kane once in Shop Street in Galway, and I'd just moved back to Ireland, and I was just starting off here in the comedy scene, and Deirdre commented on one of my bits, and she said, one of my comedy bits, and she said, "That's really good. I wish I'd come up with that." And then I thought, oh, that's such a nice thing to say. It was very supportive. So she was Deirdre was always very supportive.
Yeah,
You know,
I have.
which
That's a
is-
lovely quality I have, isn't it? One of the,
No, but
one of the nice qualities.
well, you know, even if you didn't mean it, it doesn't matter. It
Well,
worked.
I would have meant it. I love all your stuff.
Well, I love your bits. But
By the way, the
Do you
first time
remember
I
this
ever
interaction?
laid eyes on David wasn't the first time. The first time I ever laid eyes on him, he was being arrested in Edinburgh on the street.
That's right. There's a
I was
picture.
intrigued. I had stopped to listen to him because he was very good. I mean, David is an amazing street performer, and he had pulled a huge crowd. So I was going, Jesus, that's an Irish lad. I can hear an Irish accent there. How do I not know him? You know that you think you know every Irish person. I was going, how do I not know him? So I stopped to have a good old listen, and I thought, oh, that's very funny. And the next thing, the cops arrived, and you were taken off.
And my brother happened to be there at the same. What's happening with the fucking sound now?
Because Hannah's asking me to lower the thing.
But mine.
Oh fuck me!
Oh, this family
I
arrangement.
swear to
is
God,
a
you
joy
can't
for
be
me
doing
to
that
watch.
during the thing. Can you
love
just?
it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But I can't hear.
We're not needed. You just watch this.
Can I?
They're all connected.
Yeah, but turn it up. Don't listen to Hannah. She doesn't know what she's saying. The woman is mad. I'm so sorry.
The mics, the headphones
Hannah,
are separated.
look, this is
so
Hannah.
you
She's
can-
like this. Why isn't the microphone working? Because it's not pointed at your mouth, Mrs.
I'm not talking about microphone headphones. They were so loud.
Or maybe those headphones are more sensitive than.
I have no headphones on.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
I just
yeah.
realised.
Fucking hell, don't be getting us in trouble, Deirdre.
I don't look good in headphones either. Very vain woman here.
You do look very good.
I don't.
I was talking.
Right, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this
Just
bit
try and fix
here.
I was talking to Fiona O'Shaughnessy about you. I was saying you were going to come on the podcast, and she was describing the first time she met you in the bar in the gate, and she was so struck by how beautiful you were. She couldn't talk to you because she felt intimidated. That's what she said.
Oh wow.
Well,
Right.
you looked amazing during, afters. Having this,
afters.
beautiful dress, showing off your legs.
Well, I thought to
You look
myself,
like-
it's the 11th hour. Get them out now because they won't be coming out again. That is genuinely was my thinking. I was like, You're at the end, love. There's like there's
Getting
not
out-
long
getting out
left
your- getting out
before I
your
can
what?
get the legs out.
Oh, the legs out.
Yeah, you know, with the aging and all.
Oh, you were
doing the
talking.
Ipsos this year.
No.
You were talking about
Fuck's
getting.
sake.
You're thinking about getting boobs done on your podcast
Yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah. You did listen.
I did. Yeah,
Would
yeah.
you get boobs, Anna?
No, I would do a lot of other things,
Yeah.
but not boobs. I'm actually quite happy with my boobs. They're
Yeah.
not, like I
Okay.
was always thinking that big boobs
Yes.
are really
Juicy
attractive.
boobs.
And especially, I remember
But they're fucking
once-
awful to feel. Tits with silicone in them.
Are they?
no,
Oh, fucking awful.
I'm talking
I don't know
natural.
what.
Yeah, like attractive, natural big
And
boobs.
and tell us this: would you be aware of the scar as well?
Oh, yes.
You were
The
so
scar, this
concerned.
is
No,
my
you would.
obsession.
You would see the scar under the nipple.
That's not attractive, is it?
No, it's not. But some guys don't mind. Get fill it with anything, and they'd be happy. As long as they're big. But no, I know. But also, you go along with it. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't be. You'd prefer. I prefer.
I don't think you see the scar.
At my
when you
age,
get-
I
think
don't
this-
care
you
what
see the
size your
scar
tits
when
are,
you
as long
reduce-
as you, huh?
Oh, you see the scar.
As long as you want to ride, says you, Jack and
I
Daniel.
know.
Come
At
on.
the beginning, the guy.
I know
fuck's
this
sake.
is outrageous.
Sorry.
Outrageous. Carry
No,
on.
at the beginning, the guy said, "Oh, you don't do it," but then when they see it, they just like, "Yeah."
yeah, well, this is
they
very
forget
true.
it.
Now you see, she's bang on.
Yeah, and
They
you
say
know,
that.
Don't do it, but then
also-
oh wow, they're
yeah,
great.
Maya also said she, guys look after her. I mean, just look at her, and because she's masculine but feminine.
Who?
At the
Who's
same
this?
Maya. Maya. the
Oh, okay.
trans.
Sorry, just hang on a second.
Oh, was here.
we
Who's on
we
the
did
last
no.
episode?
Let me explain. I'm so angry. I've lost the power of speech. Okay, just
Again.
calm down. No, but the thing is, we had a Brazilian trans woman hairdresser called Maya, and she has breasts and a cock. And so she says, what was she saying?
She said that the minute she got boobs done, guys started to really be attracted to her.
Yeah,
She
because
started
And
getting
that-
the attention.
More attention than before, and there was a huge difference. And boobs
Will we
made
go to the
her-
shops?
because she said she thought that it was an ass and vagina, but then she said no, boobs are working.
yeah, but she said guys love the fact that she's got a penis as well.
Well, that's
yeah,
a step too
but
far. I get the boobs.
Well, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
getting a cock, are you? No.
No.
No, but Deirdre, you'd look great with a cock, the big old wanger. But
On stage.
Oh, and we're off. And we're off.
no, but the thing is,
Didn't take
she
long.
was saying that guys are straight, and I couldn't get my head. But then okay, if you go along with, well, she's a woman, but I think maybe it's like there's fully gay, and then there's a bit gay, and maybe guys are a bit gay, and they want to be gay, but.
No,
they're
they
like a woman
look at
with a
her-
cock is kind of more acceptable for some guys.
But that's not gay.
Huh?
That's according to her.
Yeah.
All the guys who are attracted to her, they not gay. Gay
But
is
do they know
yeah, they do know.
she's a he,
Yes,
she?
yeah, because you can see it. No matter how feminine she is, she still looks different.
Right, they're confused, I'd say.
No, I just think.
Yeah, I
there's-
would think so, Hannah. If
there
you've
is
got a penis,
trend. It's unfortunate. There's
Okay.
a trend. Unfortunate for us, there's a trend among men that they really like to have sex with another man, and it's even on those dating apps.
There you go.
They say this is the new phenomenon for
Oh,
me
yeah.
as well.
This is a backlash.
They write MSM, which is men, sex, men. So
And they're
they
not
just
gay.
Open. They're not gay. They just straight
I'm
men.
telling you, it's only a
Emma.
matter of time before we're obsolete. Obsolete.
Do you think?
They'll get rid of us.
They're
yeah,
phasing
yeah.
us
No,
out.
no need for you now. That's enough. There'll be robots. They'll be riding AI bots called Maya and Breda and Maura, and we'll be gone.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
need for us now. That's the backlash.
well, yeah, the AI
since we
will.
started catching up.
They call it the singularity. They call it the robots will take over. They'll start just entertaining themselves, and we'll just be sidelined, and it'll be robots.
Yeah, well, I wonder will the women be sidelined first? Will the men
Feel
get rid of us?
like I'm in my mum and dad's kitchen and we're like this conversation.
This is like your
It's
mum and
bizarre.
dad's kitchen.
Can I just also say, look, can I just also say, I'm so excited and delighted. I mean, to have Emma, Doran, to have Deirdre, Kane, some of my favourite comedians. Okay, and I had to
These
do.
are so good.
And I said, everybody be here at least a fucking hour before let's do the sound check. And Johnny Property Pants over there, I said to him, let's get the sound. They come in. There's what? WDF, mate.
Yeah, well, I can't even say anything to you.
No, you can't. I can hear you. I can translate.
Yeah, but
I'm going to take out the fucking genital clamps after this, and you boys are going to be trouble. What?
You're
Sorry.
really picking on Daniel. Oh, Jack.
Because my pa picked on me, and that's how it works. It's called generational trauma. Oh, my father actually.
Let's keep that going.
Yes.
Deirdre Kane lives next door to my father
And mother.
and mother. Yeah, because they live together. And
That's why they live together.
and that's really nice. And Stephen, your lovely husband, has been very kind, and you have as well, to my parents. So that's very nice, actually. And my dad is always singing your praises. He's always going on about Stephen's a great man, and Deirdre, but he never gives me any praise.
What do you see he does to me?
Oh, does he? What's
And
he say?
I see you have a gig with David and Deirdre coming up. Would you be friendly with David? Yes. Yes, I am. Really? But really? Yes.
But really, no, hang on a second. When you say you're friendly, it's more of an acquaintance, surely. You can't actually.
Be
Don't
friends.
you?
He's always very proud.
So you're
He's
very-
always saying
you're
to me
very
now,
neighbourly
he's in the Olympia, Deirdre. No, next week. I'll be saying yes, he is.
When I heard that, what's that awful country and restaurant singer, country and vegetable
Garth
singer?
Brooks, yeah.
And
Shocking.
if you had told me, did you hear Garth Brooks sold out one night in the Olympia or whatever, I would have said, oh, really? I didn't think he was that popular. Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm so disconnected. 6 nights in 5 nights in the Croke Park. I'm going, who listens to fucking Garth?
I know.
No, I'm sorry.
I'll
I'm
never get
so
over it.
upset. He is, he's awful, right? And he looks weird. He's got eyes. He looks like an off-duty cop.
He's got eyes.
I was in the INEC that night, the night that one of the nights of Croker. Killarney was empty.
I was just going to say, we on your own.
Empty.
Yeah, and the graveyards
much.
as well,
The
because they come out of the
countryside
fucking graves, these people, these dead zombies, and they march up to fucking Dublin,
was-
and they haven't got a clue. Okay.
But anyway, there was Alphalas
Yeah.
in a big show band thing in the big room, and I was chatting away to them, and they said to me, I tell you now, Deirdre, he said, we filled this place last year. We had 3,000 people in to see us. And do you know how many we have tonight? 400. Because they're all at Garth Brooks. Every gig in the country, everyone, every artist, every singer and comic was affected by Brooks.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
don't,
I have the
I
same
don't understand
contempt
it
as
at
David.
at all. I've no idea what's going on there.
My shaky, breaky heart, my achy, shaky heart. I'm gonna have problems if you're from. Yeah, and then he kind of wears this cowboy hat. He's never been on a ranch in his life. He's never done hard work with his hands. It's all a lie, and I'm not having it. Anyway, whatever.
Anyway, what are we going to do with the bitterness?
Listen.
Question. Where will we channel the
No.
bitterness? Oh, go on. Here he is.
Is that Garth Brooks?
Copyright, so it's only.
Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. We're not getting fucking monetized. Fuck me. Monetized. Hello. Yeah. Buy Lucasade. Fuck off, Lucasade. What's the opposite of an ad? What's the opposite of an ad?
I'm not sure.
Better help.
I
Fuck
got
you.
friends, and you see,
Oh, yeah.
it's catchy, and you go in. I got friends, and you're off. You're off.
Couple of drinks.
wanker.
How many drinks did you need?
Do it. You've got a good singing voice, haven't you? You did that really well. Low places.
Did every comic that you ever
I've
knew
got-
not want to be a singer at one point?
I've got.
Isn't that a thing? Isn't that a thing?
I've
In a
got.
band. Imagine that. That would have been great.
I would have loved to be
Did
a
you
singer.
hear of David's band when he was growing up?
No.
No.
Yeah, you should say about your band, the name of your band.
The pelvic push buttons. Oh, it was awful. We were terrible. Let's talk about last one laughing because we have
Yeah.
limited amount of time. That was quite well. I
you
describe
recovered?
it. Do you remember? Huh?
Have you recovered? Do you
Well,
feel-
I describe it as you know that Slumdog Millionaire, where the Indian kid went on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then all the questions related to life experiences that he had.
Yes.
So that was kind of like I met a lot of people that I'd fallen out with and had difficulties with. It was quite stressful. But it was very funny with Deirdre. Deirdre kind of presents herself like she's quite normal, but she's
not.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
she presents this facade, and people buy into it.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, hello, Deirdre. But then she is book mental behind it, and then
Yes.
she was showing me glimpses of that.
Such a great
and
compliment,
it was
isn't
it was very, very funny. Deirdre was the closest one, and then you were just a bundle of nerves. It seemed to be.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do the no laughing, no smiling thing, and I had loads of like props and costumes, and I went to we had to wait your turn, and I went and I was like, can I do something? It's like, oh well, this thing and then you, and I was like, I need to fucking do something. But it was you who got me both times.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Because you were the person that like I found very hard, because I think what it is.
Yeah, David, that's a huge compliment to you.
No, you were the person I was like, oh fuck off. But you know what it is? It's the your anger and rage and your temperament
very, very
is
funny.
very like comforting to me. It's like very familiar. Do you know what I mean?
And that's why,
do.
can I just
And
say
it's
what
always,
Emma...
anger and rage is always
What Emma
funny.
Doran said just shows you how neurologically weird we are all wired. That it's so interesting. So there is someone for everyone. So that that you're wired in such a way that you find anger and comforting, because
Anger and
you grew
humour.
up with
Yeah,
that.
like my dad would always been shouting and like that, but then he'd be funny.
Yeah.
But he was totally mad when we were growing up. He'd lose the rag about like the smallest things.
Is your partner like that?
No, well, he is a little bit. We both would like a little bit of rage, but I'm probably more ragey. But I feel like it's gotten better as I've gotten older.
And also you're going to the gym 6 times a
Yeah.
week.
But if I lost a few years ago, if I'd lost my keys, fucking meltdown. Like meltdown. The whole house, fucking disaster for a day.
What do you do with your keys now?
The same.
Yeah,
He
sorry.
bought me a key rack.
Okay.
And he said, put them in that. And I was like, that key rack's great. And he's like, yes, fucking mentaler. But I still like the bit of rage. I love rage.
I think rage is also, it sort of it gives you ownership of your, it gives you a sense of
Living.
Well, that you're not. What's the word? Autonomy? Is that the right fucking word? Fuck off. Autonomy, or like you're not getting pushed around, or you're not getting like the way you're not being compliant. You're not just going along. Like that's what I admired about Hannah. And don't start with the fucking COVID shite, okay? No, I love Hannah very much, but she's a very tough woman, and she was very against all the COVID, and she made sure that Jack and Daniel didn't get their what you call them?
Vaccines.
Vaccines. No, I didn't give a fuck either way,
yeah.
But I just admired Hannah so much because she had this point of view that was so against the tide at the time, Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where did that come from. I guess so. Rage and anger. Sometimes it's righteous. Don't you think?
What's your favorite form of rage? How do you?
Ooh,
Do you like it
that's a nice question, yeah.
Somebody just came sexually. Do you like?
No, just stop it, David. Let's
Do you like a bit of rage? Sexually.
rage ride.
But let's
A rage
ride.
ride. Do you like a rage ride?
I bet you fucking do, you dirty bitch.
never
Stop.
Well,
called
she
it that
said she
before,
likes a
ra-
bit of rage.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Rage
It's
ride.
obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, it is obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
A rage ride.
Well, I think there's always a bit. You can't ride kind of like,
No.
hey, let's bub.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, rage
Emma.
ride with someone you genuinely didn't like wouldn't be great, but,
Have you liked the
but
person?
rage ride with your
Yeah.
fella.
What do you think?
Yeah.
No,
Good.
I like women who don't like me.
You don't,
Who don't
okay.
like it.
Yeah, I find angry women very attractive.
Okay, yeah.
This
That
is in good
comes from
company today, so.
childhood.
But
You're a bit ragey.
Three
as
of
well.
them.
You're a
Three
bit-
rages.
Yeah. You're a bit
Oh, I'm
ragey
full
as
of
well.
rage.
Yeah.
Full of
but
rage.
you're such an interesting character,
Well, that's
Deirdre.
why they say when you have a raging.
Jack, stay out of this conversation. Jack, please.
You're about to.
it's horrible to think
Look
your
at David,
children.
so proud of his
Can I
son.
just heard Emma
Jack and
say-
Daniel have sex with women, Hannah. What do you think of that?
Perfect. I just don't want to watch it. I'll know about
You
it.
don't want to watch it.
I'll know about it.
Doesn't want
It's,
to know about
it's
it.
funny. The first time I had, or the second time I had sex with a woman, you know. Second
The
time I had,
second time you can remember that. Go on.
of course I can fucking remember that. As if you, Deirdre, you're such a devil. You're such a devil.
think I can
You know what,
remember. She can't
Deirdre? Do you
remember
know what
the
Deirdre? I'll tell you what.
hair.
I'll tell you who
The
Deirdre
memory is
Kane is.
shocking,
This
though.
is Deirdre Kane, right? We're in. Let's say we were in school.
Yeah.
And Deirdre's the one who's instigating fucking everything,
Yes.
and I'm the gobshite who's getting caught.
Yes.
You're so like that, Deirdre.
Actually,
And
You
Teacher's
are. You're
pet,
so manipulative.
definitely.
You're so. Look at you, and you're there, and you're, and no, everybody. No, Deirdre's fine. Deirdre, she's the one that started it all. I bet you avoided so much trouble because
I
you're.
didn't actually. I got caught quite a lot.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But you got out of it just
I got
as quick.
caught, but I got out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Oh,
able
yeah.
to charm.
You're
I
on
can
it.
charm
Yeah,
my way
yeah,
out
yeah,
of most
yeah.
situations.
Yeah, yeah.
That bit, yes.
But we were talking about.
So sorry, Garda.
Oh yeah, guard grand. Yeah.
Go on, Hannah.
But we were talking about right ride. But you,
Yeah.
Emma,
Right.
you're talking about a silent ride.
Oh yes, silent
And you
ride,
master
yes.
it, and apparently.
Silent ride.
Emma's bit of a
I bet,
silent ride.
Emma, I bet you were having a silent ride. Would you just be sort of like?
Yeah, you can't look at each other. Your faces have to be facing. Well, do the boys
Ah.
live at home or do they live on?
Oh, I see. Because there's somebody in the next room.
Yes. So it's like if you have
Parents.
small children, you live at home with your parents. You've moved back to save for your mortgage. I feel like it's really Irish, the silent ride. To say. Do you know what I mean? Just like rubbing two sticks together. Just like, shh. Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
to be fair, there would have been a lot of silent riding over the years on this
Of
island.
course.
And is it?
There would
forbidden.
have been a lot of silent riding. High places. Fucking shut up, Garth Brooks.
I just saw out in Croker singing to that. Yeah, silent rides.
But silent ride.
Holy ride.
You
All
know,
have come.
Oh,
Maybe I should
but
do that.
yeah, but the second time I had sex with a woman, right?
Oh,
She was a
yes.
Swedish woman. Her name was Maria, and I was I was having so much fun. And up until that point, the only time I had that much fun was when it was illegal, because you'd be smoking grass or whatever. And I felt so good that I think at the time I wished my father was there to cheer me on. You know what I mean? in the same way, when you score a goal and your dad is on the sidelines. I never had that, but it's a weird thing to pop into your head, isn't it? Where the idea that your father should be
Yeah.
there, kind of
You could
go,
say
just
that
well
was the
done,
wins.
son. Keep on going for it.
yeah. There's a twisted
tell Dave,
darkness
yeah.
to that.
Don't tell Dave Senior about that one.
No, and I
David was
definitely never
saying-
wished that either of my parents were present
cheer
for
you
any kind of riding, silent or rage,
Yeah, to
or,
cheer you
or
on.
anything in between. No
To
thanks.
cheer you on.
No.
It's funny, isn't it, that some young women have daddy issues, and like I was trying to think about this, like so. Oh yeah, daddy. Oh yes, daddy. Fuck me, daddy, or whatever. Right now, just hang a second, because like, it's weird, isn't it?
It is
like,
weird.
but yet it works very well.
What's the common denominator there? Is that women who didn't have father figures in their lives?
But I guess so. But obviously, when the guy is riding the woman, she's not thinking that is her actual daddy.
No.
She's not thinking of her dad.
it's just a language.
It's
thing,
but
isn't it?
what is it's the father figure, the strong
Yeah,
man, daddy. Like you're my.
I think
You're
it's
my
it's
sexual
it's
father.
It's a sub. It's a sub thing, isn't it?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that you're the submissive.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
you guys don't have a microphone. Go on.
Isn't it that she's
God.
playing the submissive?
But why doesn't it work the other way around? Where mommy.
But it can because some men are submissive.
This is just not culturally accepted.
Oh
You
yes.
just
Deeply
don't
unattractive.
hear about it.
Fuck me, mother.
There's a lot of guys who like to be spanked, who like to be humiliated,
That's
Yeah,
true,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
and who like to be called dirty. And
Deirdre, do you have a bit of a dominatrix vibe about you? I think you do. Does she a little bit?
it's just because she's
I
wearing
don't know if she'd be
black,
bothered.
She wouldn't be bothered. She knows
know,
me.
it's so
She knows me.
I haven't the time.
I haven't.
I
Yeah,
haven't the time.
you'd sort of go for it a bit, and then you'd come on.
You'd be like, where are the nipple clamps? No, fuck this.
No.
Yeah, no, you
Sounds
wouldn't
like
have
an
the time.
awful lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of work.
And getting the gear on.
Well, I think also that's interesting because as comedians, we do have an outlet for our madness,
Yeah.
and then other people don't, and
Very
maybe they
good point.
channel that into the
Very
whole
good
dominatrix
point.
things, don't you
Yeah.
think?
I think
See,
so.
we
Like,
have a lot of
Absolutely.
adrenaline in our lives.
Yeah, I wouldn't be bothered with all that shite.
No? Okay.
Are you into that, Hannah?
No, I mean...
Oh,
you
she
know,
was
like-
she was riding a French guy, and he was licking her out when she was. Remember
Yeah.
when
No.
you were? When he liked the taste of your blood.
Oh, yeah. He was drinking my
Oh man,
menstrual
this
blood.
you guys, you're something else.
But I mean, that's so French, isn't it?
It
So
is.
you-
It's so
oh.
French. Yeah.
So he was going down on you when you. Oh, okay.
No. What
Or
do
just
you mean?
sex?
No.
Oh, you said
no.
he put it in. He
You know,
say
he drunk it.
ah.
No,
We
you know,
have a
when
clip,
I
we
was...
have a short clip. Of that.
No, you know, like you've got this menstrual cup
Oh,
when
yeah.
you collect your blood.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, the
Uh,
cup. He drank
cup.
from the cup.
He drank from the cup. Yeah,
The
there's-
blood of Christ.
yes.
Very French. Thought
Oh
it was
my
a little vin rouge for he was
And
having
like, what was it like in the kitchen at breakfast, or was this
No, just
you
like,
were doing? You were together.
No, we were like in bed, and he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I would like to taste your morning blood." And
Oh,
I said, "Okay."
fuck off!
And then he just
Of course, Hannah.
And you gave
tell
it
us this,
to
how-
him.
how
Bit
did
of
it-
ice.
I'm dying to know though how that actually went down. Like, did he enjoy it now, or did he choke?
no, he just had a few sips and
Cool as you like, all French.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah. Well,
But-
oui,
Je veux
me
cigarette.
But I'm telling you that
C'est
there
bon.
is some sort of voodoo stuff in it, because when I wanted to break up with him, he wouldn't go
Oh
away.
no, that's nothing to do with him drinking blood. That's to do with him being codependent or whatever. Loads of people can't break it off.
Well,
You don't. You think it's to do with that he drank your
Period
blood?
yeah.
Anyway, because people
Anyway.
people are
Jeez.
people
Wouldn't
are
be
trying
for me.
to people are trying to eat here.
Wouldn't be for me.
Oh.
God,
Somebody
wouldn't
said,
be
I haven't
fun.
heard
Right.
that's
in
in
your
your
fucking menstrual cup. I would be like, would you ever fuck off? Just wouldn't. But I don't know. Maybe
Well,
if I put a spell on him, like you think, little spell.
no, not me. Just
on him.
The fact,
Yeah.
yeah. But the fact that he just did it, and it's such an intimate, and like he would do voodoo spell.
what
He would take
yeah,
a
but
bit of
Imagine you found
somebody's.
out that was his thing. Like he did that with everyone. Wouldn't you be disgusted?
Oh, no, I mean that's his business. I don't see him
Yeah.
anymore. I mean, unless he would be drinking somebody else's blood while going out with me. That would be
Yeah, yeah.
questionable.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
true.
like that. So
Okay.
I'm speechless now.
I
not
yeah, I
gonna
know
lie.
because it's awful. I know it's not awful. Listen,
No, it's not
you know,
awful, it's just,
c'est la vie and all that.
Humans.
Yeah.
Unusual.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Whatever you're having yourself.
Yeah.
To be fair now.
I mean, God, what age do you think? Do you think people have sex like in their 80s? Like, I don't think my mom and dad.
Now we're not getting into that. Now.
I don't want to think that about. Oh, come on.
About your neighbours.
About your
No, we're
Let's
not.
debate.
So anyway, so me, Deirdre, and Emma were on last one laughing, and didn't get great reviews, but then like your husband, or do you call him partner?
Whichever you prefer.
Stephen said, which I've quoted a few times, it's like being critical of a Christmas cracker. I mean, it's not supposed to be a deeply intellectual. It's just a game show.
Is that your liner, Steve?
Stephen.
Critical of a Christmas cracker.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I was attributing that to you.
Oh no, I thought that's Stephen.
go.
Line.
Oh no, it could have been Darren Smith. Maybe said it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But,
Anyway,
but
it's
like,
true. What would you be reviewing a show like LOL for? Especially 2 episodes. That's a waste of time. You need to see the whole thing.
Did you get something out of it, Emma?
I think everyone who got in touch with me was really positive.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, of all the things I've done, it's the one where I've gotten the most messages from people, and like people saying it to me just in the shop or whatever. Like people really beaming, like, "Oh, I really loved it. I watched it. I binged it last night." So I feel like it's kind of gone now, and I'm like, "Oh, where's it gone?"
I don't think it is though. I think it's. Do we have any idea where it's placed now on Amazon Prime? Because it was number 1 for a while.
Yeah.
Is it still in the
I
charts?
think it's still up in the top, whatever, at the top.
What do you think? Why was it? How come I couldn't look at you in that show? There's so,
At me.
Yeah,
Because we make each other laugh. So
Yeah, but I mean, but there was. Is it because anytime I looked at you, you were just doing silly stuff with your eyes or something?
It's the Mona Lisa face where
I thought
you were
I did
smiling.
try to get David at one point.
Oh yeah,
I thought I might be able
Oh,
to.
you would have, yeah, you would have, yeah. But also, I had done 2 sessions of hypnotism.
Oh yeah. Have you told this on the pod?
Well, I did tell it, but I didn't. They didn't mention it on the last one, laughing. Maybe for a good reason. Maybe they don't want people to do that, and it is kind of cheating, I guess. But yeah, I went.
Did it work, David?
Yeah, I think it did.
In terms of your laughing.
But no, also it made me take the game way too seriously. I mean, it was just a bit of fun.
I mean,
So
your
what if you fucking
reaction
laugh?
to Bernard was the thing that very nearly got me.
Oh, Bernard, yeah. So actually,
Because
that's
again, you see tension. I laugh at tension because
Yeah,
that,
but it's the
I was
tension.
reared
It's
with
laughter.
tension.
Yeah.
So when I see a domestic,
Yeah.
if I witness another family having a domestic, I will be howling.
Well,
that will
yeah.
reduce me to tears
Yeah,
of laughter.
totally.
Well, you see,
Because
me and
it's
Bernard,
familiar.
we fell out. I've said this
Familiar.
before. We fell out over. Well, it doesn't matter what. But anyway, he cut it off with me, and I was very hurt at the time. And it took me a good while to get over it because we were very, very good friends.
As it would, yeah.
And so then he comes on the show and he says, "I love you, Dave." And I go, "You fuck you! You fucking love me! You fuck no way!" And I was that, and maybe because of the hypnotism. But then again,
I don't think so.
It's great.
See, I
You
love
were in
that.
there,
I love that
Deirdre.
about David, though.
Yeah.
Now, that's a quality I love. You're straight away. Don't be talking shite now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't love me.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's.
yeah, and so
You're
but
never compliant.
It
Let's
was a bit
be fair.
unprofessional, but
But you're on a comedy show, and you
I
have to
know.
be light and entertaining. That's
You see,
not
I don't think it was
parasitic.
unprofessional. I think for me it was
Yeah.
funny. Like I was.
Yeah.
Not everybody finds tension.
Oh, we
funny.
were loving
I
it.
do.
Deirdre, do you look back on the show and think, "Shit, I wish I'd done this. I could have done that. Why didn't I do this?" Are there things about the thing?
When I watched it, I thought I was more passive than I had thought I was in the room. So I think my energy is quite low key, isn't it? Like when I look at Jason or Ashley, the people who have huge energy, I thought, oh wow, my energy is actually.
Well, that was the big surprise for me that Jason could lep about the place and not crack up.
Absolutely,
I thought,
and Aisling the same. How she did the song without laughing, I'll never understand. I mean, for me, I don't think I could have got through the woman's heart thing the way she did.
The two of them in particular just really kept going the whole time.
Yeah, they're just
I-
huge
I-
with energy.
Hours.
I kept on thinking
They're
back.
hyperactive.
I kept on thinking back to like when they brought out Jedward. I mean, we should have destroyed those guys. We should have been jumping on
I
top of
think
them.
we were all so tired.
We
by
were
that
very
point.
tired.
But we just went along. We just sat there
Hey,
passively.
Yeah, you were sort of kind of like, what are you doing here? And like walk off.
It was very interesting how you psychologically where you went to after a few hours. That tiredness sort of set in. It definitely became harder to make you laugh. Once you got, whereas in the beginning, I think anything could have got you. And then as time went on, you kind of
It was gone. The
sat
laugh was
into it a
gone.
bit, and it became a bit, oh God, I'm actually exhausted.
Well, you were my hero on that fucking show, Deirdre, because there was a few moments where Deirdre said things that I couldn't say, and I'm just thinking, you fucking hero. I was just very impressed by it. That's all.
You've done.
Deirdre-
You were passive on that show.
I was shy
You
to-
were not entertaining.
correct.
You were embarrassment
That's right.
to all of us.
Yes.
And,
She's
and
right.
you
She's
just-
right.
you
and
just
that's why they're
giving-
not together.
And you're just giving out about other people. Didn't you ever look at yourself? You know? Did you
She's so
look
right.
at
I was
yourself?
Together.
Hannah was watching the show and she was going like,
So embarrassed, like
Really?
supposed to be like a comic.
I know.
with-
She's
with
right.
some
She's right.
Attitude
Yes.
and
No.
invention.
No.
You see Jedward, they just like do big eyes and walk off. Like you could have fed him
Yes.
all the food.
Yes.
You could,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
And even standing behind Jason Byrne.
Oh no! The
and
biggest
it-
embarrassment was I was actually mirroring Jason Byrne for about half an hour,
God,
and it was just like, you fucking idiot, you fucking
God.
idiot. Anyway, so look, it was embarrassing. So you guys are doing this show on RT called Low Road. You take the
Oh,
Yeah.
High Road, Low Road. It went out actually.
who
didn't
came
it?
up with that idea?
That's a series. That's a running
Yeah.
series. It's nothing to do with us now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You could be on it, David,
Oh,
any
yeah.
day.
Who would you go away with?
Bernard O'Shea.
Yeah, great telly.
That'd be good.
Very good.
Or
So-
Catherine, maybe.
Catherine, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it is
so
it
nothing
is
to do with
funny. I
us.
wish I mean it is funny though, guys. There are comedians that we'd love to take the piss out of, and there are other comedians who want to take the piss out of you or me or whatever. Of
course.
But it's we can't. It's hard to do it. It's not the done thing to do it publicly though, isn't it? Really?
No, it's a bit bitter. It's a bit,
Is it?
It's a bit small-minded. Yeah, let
Is
them
it?
off. They're
But
doing
also,
well.
other
I mean,
people don't understand what you were talking about.
Why are you laughing, Jack and Daniel?
Yeah,
Because I'm being such a stupid.
things don't change, do they?
Huh? It's terrible when you realize your sons are smarter than you are. Like anyway, when people are actively disliking you or angry towards you, and I'm that way with certain people. It does have with me anyway. I assume that person, they really have a big ideology behind them. They must know something or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like a confidence trick or something. It tricks you into believing that they have their anger or their dismissiveness directed towards you must be righteous. But a lot of times it isn't righteous. It's
David,
just that
it's
they're
all
a
in
petulant,
your head.
immature. Hannah, don't fucking assassinate
Sorry.
my flights of whimsy. So the high road. Where you went? Did you go to Hong Kong? On
we
the
went
high
to
road?
Singapore.
Singapore.
Emma got the high road. She went business class, 5-star. Deirdre down the back, 3-star hotel, no window. But I did get a tattoo.
Oh, very, very nice. Lovely. It's funny
first
though,
ever.
can I just say about staying in fancy hotels? Like when we went to Thailand, I realized that me and Hannah and Jack went to Thailand for 2 weeks. But, what's the point almost of going to different places and staying in a hotel that looks like any hotel that you'd stay in anywhere?
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. I think the 5-star, a little bit overrated, is it?
Yeah.
Little
I
bit.
think
Now, I don't
so.
want the 3-star either.
Yeah.
I'd settle on number 4.
I think
Well, you want a room
Yeah.
with the view,
I don't know.
like.
I don't really care that much about the room or the size of the room. But if there was nice food in the hotel, I'd be like, yeah, great.
I'd prioritise
But
nice
especially
food.
like we were staying on our own, so you're kind of like, there's no rage riding going on in the room. Do you know what I mean? So you're
No,
kinda
there
like,
was no rage riding. There was no any riding. Silent,
No.
rage in between.
Nothing.
Singapore, would you recommend to go there? Oh, yeah. Is it a bit quiet?
I think it's a bit too civilised. It's
And
the
the-
most Western part of
very
Asia I've
Western.
ever been to. Very
Yeah.
westernised.
And even my end of it, the luxury end, it was all Western. Like
Vaping, David, is illegal, by the way.
vaping is illegal.
And in Thailand, it's illegal.
How
as
did
well.
you cope?
Is vaping illegal? in
Vaping
Thailand?
is
What
illegal,
did you
but
do?
everything
But you
else
can
is...
smoke marijuana everywhere. There
Yeah.
are dispensaries
Oh, so you can just
everywhere.
smoke.
Did you just
properly
smoke?
Yeah, just smoked. Hannah
Okay.
was smoking grass every day.
Oh my god! But it's a different grass in here.
Okay,
It's
is it
much
more mellow?
gentle,
Yeah.
much more mellow, more
This sounds like
natural.
the holiday.
And you can
all holiday.
just smoke, and you don't feel paranoid. You just feel
Yeah.
chill,
mellow all day.
mellow. Really
Oh yeah,
nice.
so that's what you want though. You don't want to
Yeah,
have
no,
something
no,
go,
no. You
trippy.
just don't want to think. Oh my god, this guy
Was
is
this
looking.
recently you went
Yeah.
to Thailand?
Yeah, a few weeks ago, a month ago,
A month ago.
2 months.
Smoke
So you-
weed every day.
Hannah
lucky
song.
is that,
We need
though?
Hannah with
What?
the shades and the little
Just the
spliff coming out
4
her
of you.
mouth.
Just the 4 of you.
No, Daniel Daniel was doing a course. He couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it
Were
was...
you okay when you came back? You put the cigarettes to one side and went back on the vape?
No, I'm still smoking.
So you're
Sorry.
vaping and smoking?
Yeah.
So this is like double whammy.
And Nicaragua
You sent me a text there recently, Deirdre, that you're coming up with new stuff, new jokes. Excuse me. Because I was on stage there in your neck of the woods, the Spirit Store, lovely venue. And I'd just been there and I was there only 6 months earlier, and I'm doing jokes that I'd done the last time I was there, and I just had that horrible sense of the audience kind of
Oh
We've-
God,
we've-
that,
Oh,
that,
like
that's
that they
a
had
form
heard
of
it.
paranoia.
we've
as well,
we've
isn't it?
heard this shit before, and I mean I've never done this, but I'm saying I want to do it. I don't know if I will, but I'd really love to do it. Just literally drop everything, just get rid of everything. and start fresh. But
Yeah.
it's so scary,
Clean
isn't it? Is that what you did? That's what you're doing.
That's what I do at the end of every tour.
So
It's gone. It's over.
So when
Next.
so when how long are you into the new show?
What do you mean? In the writing process, or
Well-
it begins at the end of the month, March?
What begins at the end?
The
of the month?
tour, the official
Oh, for
tour. So I
fuck's
only
sake.
have a few work in progress gigs left, like 5 maybe.
How
5 or
long? How
6.
long have you been writing the new show?
I think I started. I finished the tour in October. I had started writing July.
Okay.
I think I started writing the summer. Yeah.
How
At
d-
least I had an idea. I had an idea in the summer for a bit.
Were you
So I
slipping in
probably-
bits at festivals
I
and
just
stuff?
I had it in my head. I wasn't writing it down. I was percolating. You know what I mean? For a
Yeah.
while. But
Just
properly writing, I
just
probably only
just a
started
bit.
October. Just a bit.
But
yeah.
in other words, that bit was in the area of where you.
No, I knew it would be a long bit. It was about long-term relationships. It was about people surviving. It was about being together 20 or 30 years and what that takes, and the fact that, like, there's a bit, for example, where I say to the audience, if I tell them that I've been with Steve for 30 years, then they automatically clap, you know, and I'm fascinated by that. Going, you know, I didn't tell you they were good years. You know, and we don't
Yeah.
clap for people who separate, which actually takes an awful lot of courage. I'm quite
Yeah.
fascinated by all of the.
As you were talking there,
Ideals.
I just reminded me of your Mary Robinson. It takes a great deal of courage. It's funny because I used to do Mary Robinson, and the way if you notice with Mary,
Did you do a Mary as well? We could have a Mary
in
off.
the Savage Eye, her nose
Yes, we
here,
did.
and also she's got a permanent grin, which informs the way. So
She's very easy to do.
and
Like
also
she's-
she also agrees on your behalf, just in case you don't know what she's talking about. Anyway, but sorry, what the fuck? Nobody knows who fucking Mary Robinson is now. Anyway.
No, they don't. The
Yeah.
young ones wouldn't.
But so yeah, that's it's quite daunting to
It always is. Starting again is just, it feels like a mountain. So I decided to go 10 minutes at a time.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
try and write 10 minutes at a time and,
Yeah.
and not think about 75 minutes.
Yes,
It's too much.
75.
75.
But is that,
70, maybe 70.
is that not what you do every year when you do a
No,
new
I
show?
fucking don't, Mrs.
I do.
I've got about
David.
30% new stuff, maximum 40%, and I mean,
It's
but
funny.
also, but also like but as I'm looking at Deirdre and she's saying this, I mean,
It's
I
making you
think
feel
that's the sustainable relationship that you have to kind of, you know, so that the
Put a
audience
new
coming
one
to the
out
next
every
show,
year.
they know they're going to come to a new show. But Jesus Christ, anyway.
Hard to turn over. It's
But I think if you frame it as if you're actually having a story to it, or if there's is that the idea?
a theme. I've never gone for a theme before, but I do think the relationship thing kind of goes throughout this one a little bit. And the fact that I'm French, that's another part of it.
She's French.
Delighted about myself.
Oh, did you do the DNA
Did
test?
my ancestry.com, came out as 57% Irish. I was over the moon. Over the moon.
Hang on, 57% French or Irish?
Irish, 57, but that's very low.
Oh,
Most of us
and
are in the
then-
90th percentile.
Oh, I'd say I'm
So I
90,
decided
yeah.
I was delighted
then?
to be
And what percent French?
20% English, 20% French.
That's pretty good.
Oh la la, that's why
Yeah.
the
Smug.
smile.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's... I
No,
would-
what do you look? You don't
I'd
like
be-
it.
No,
You
I'd
wa-
be afraid to do mine. I
In
just
case
think,
of what?
I think the pool is small. I think, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Freckly
afraid of the
ginger
old,
head. yeah.
What's wrong with being Irish 100%?
Nothing, but I
Nothing.
feel like some people may not have travelled too far. to
She's
have
you're talking
procreated.
incest here, are
yeah. Yeah, fair.
She has the
Because
fear
the
of the
head,
incest.
see the size of my head is quite large. It's
Your
a sign.
head is not
Yeah, no, it is.
It doesn't look large from this
The
side.
hair, you see, that's why I have the hair.
Get out of that
if you
now,
got, if
you're
you
a big
measured the head,
ride.
it'd be a sizable cranium. So I'm just worried, but there's nothing in mine. There's nothing fancy like you.
Are you paranoid? Is that the kind of thing when you were young, you'd be kind of choose? I hope they don't notice the size of my head.
Yes. Oh,
Patrick
actually,
MacDonald joke.
because
What? Oh, Patrick MacDonald.
I mean, do you hear sentences on other people's jokes from years ago come into
Well,
your head?
no,
Has
Patrick-
that still happened to you? I was born with a big head.
Yeah.
Patrick McDonald.
That's a good line, isn't it?
He's got a very big head, yeah.
He has got a big noggin. But I remember as a teenager, I was walking to school and I got lobbed in the back of the head with an apple from the boys' school. And I think I heard a gasp from the young fella because he was so far away. He didn't think he was going to get the back of my head, but he did. And it made a noise. And I had to style it out and I was fucking concussed.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like,
Oh, that's terrible.
my friend is like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, absolutely grand. Yeah, fuck it up. Whatever, fellas. Somebody did say,
God, you're such
"God,
a
your head was
sweet.
so
She's so
fucking
sweet, isn't
big."
she? You're just Emma adorable. Emma Doran.
I feel like I'm a horrible person.
No, you're
I
not
know.
horrible. No,
Well,
definitely
I mean,
not. No.
compared
But
to me,
she's
I'm
definitely- I've
such-
seen the rage though. I've seen her. I've seen
Yeah.
the rage. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we went to in Singapore. What was it called?
So you know when you go to smash up, do you know those places where you have to get your rage out? So you smash
Yeah, I
up.
get a room.
It's a room,
oh,
and
right.
they give you these hammers, and you fucking go at this shit like
Yeah.
this one, helmet on. She fucking went at it. I was like, whoa, wow, woman.
And I stayed up all night. I was
Like
like,
she hadn't been to bed.
hadn't
so
been
the,
to
the hangover
bed.
was real.
Oh right, so yeah, you saw a side to Emma that you were quite
The
shocked
rage
and
came
surprised
out,
by.
yeah.
You think of Jesus
I
Christ.
was like, give me that. That
yeah.
was the moment that you made me laugh the most.
Yeah.
I would have been a goner if you'd done that. On a
But you
low.
see, yeah, that's right.
I'd have
We
been a
were
goner.
very conservative in last one laughing. We didn't
Yes.
do like what
because
it
you're
was-
afraid of corpsing yourself.
Yeah,
that was the
that's-
whole
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
oh, that's
yeah.
my thing.
That was what was
But
so difficult.
we should have allowed ourselves to corpse once because we would have only got a yellow card.
Ah, yeah, but then you're on the edge. Then you're
It's
out.
horrible when
so
you get
what?
yellow card.
Well, so what? True,
yeah, I
absolutely.
kind of went. So what?
And I definitely laughed a couple of times and wasn't caught. I mean, when I
Oh, well, no, because your husband was the producer and you you
he
just
wasn't even near a crowd.
Rage riding.
You let it go.
No, I'll tell you. I'll
That's
tell you. The
insider trading.
No,
You heard it here
insider
first, folks. You son of a gun.
Yeah. He wasn't anywhere near a camera, but I'll tell you what happened when what's his name, when Christopher came into the room, I lost it.
Yeah.
He went around quite quickly like a little ninja. Do you remember with the guitar? With the guitar, he
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
quite
yeah.
quickly, and I was gone. But
Yeah.
I got up to walk around the room because I was so badly gone.
Oh, I see.
But I think I managed to hide myself. I was kind of clinging to the walls.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Everybody was involved. If you look at that, there's no sign of me. I'm walking around
Uh-huh.
the room trying to fucking gather myself. I was just
Yeah,
gone.
because I jumped over a couch because you started trying to dance with me, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I was like,
Oh, that was difficult.
"It was too much, wasn't it?"
Very
he was
hard.
very fast, very nimble on his feet.
He just flew in with that guitar, and I was just like, "This is a sight I cannot unsee."
And everyone just kept saying, "I thought you were dead. I thought you were
Oh,
dead." I was
Jesus,
just like, I
Jason
can't
loved
cope.
saying that. Thought he was dead. Thought he was dead. He's just there. Terrible.
Oh, that was
And your partner, husband, fellow jailer. No, husband.
He was looking after you.
Stephen was producing me, and he was a very, very nice guy. He was very nice. He was like a perfect producer, and he was building my confidence up. And during the taping, there'd be a few moments where we'd stop, and he'd say, Stephen would come up to me, and he'd go like, "You're a good man, David."
You're a good man. That's it. That's
Mate,
it.
you know, because he lives with a
sorry.
comedian, and he knows how much low self-esteem.
He knows what our neuroses is.
Yeah.
You were good.
I'd say
you're a good
he's
man.
is he very patient with you?
Well, he's a patient person.
Yes,
He
is.
has endless patience.
Endless patience.
Yeah, I don't think you could live with me if you didn't have a good stack of patience. I, on the other hand, have none. I've really had to work at that now. So we're definitely opposites.
Do you mean that you just have a limited amount of attention to give to anything?
I just have very, very low patience. You won't be finding me in any queues or waiting around for anything. Like I just can't.
Yeah.
But I think
You've seen that. You've seen my
and I said to her, I
impatience.
think Stephen loves the fact that Deirdre's always like, "Fucking on the go. There's something going on. Here we fucking go." And
Yeah.
Stephen just is enjoying.
effing and
the
blinding in the
yeah.
car at traffic and people and
Did.
lights and all that carry on.
How did you two guys? Hey, how did you two dudes meet? How did you two go-getters? How did
Emma
you two?
opened for me years ago.
And did you
like him.
did you click?
We didn't actually. We didn't.
No.
Well, I mean, we did not click.
She
but
thought
we
I
didn't
was
get to
staff.
know. I thought she was staff.
She didn't know I was
Oh.
a fucking comedian.
I was asking her, how many are in? And I was asking her all those questions. Have we sold many tickets? And how many are in? All this. And she was
Oh, and
thinking-
of course Emma.
And Emma was going, what the fuck am I meant to know this shit? And then somebody
was
said,
playing
and,
along,
this is-
of course.
and then someone said, and this is Emma, your opening act. And I went, oh my God.
I was holding her bags.
I was
She grabs
mortified.
the bags off me.
But Emma, so like, why are you so like that? Like, where you wouldn't kind of stick up for yourself and
I
say,
don't know what's wrong with me.
well, no, it's not.
Ah,
it's,
no,
it's
that
not
was early
wrong.
days.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
a
You're very
rookie
sweet.
comic. Come on.
I think it's the work thing. I'd be like, I would pipe up, but in a work thing, I think I'd be trying to be professional.
Of course, like
You know
we
what I
all
mean?
would. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I'm trying to be
I
on
think
my best
Emma didn't want to
behaviour.
embarrass you, and she just went
That's
along.
well,
Yes.
thank you, Hannah.
I was just
well saved.
I was like, this is going to unfold eventually.
She was
And I
like-
think I probably didn't want to say it in front of the staff that she clearly didn't know that I was her support
I mean,
act. So I was
imagine
just trying to play
that. What
along.
class of a diva goes in, starts asking the warm-up act how many are in, and questions like that. Like, I literally thought she was.
Well,
front of
no,
house
yeah,
staff.
but that's your nerves before the thing, and you're
course,
all
yes.
this, and you're with someone, and you
don't know
so-
what's going
and
on.
so you just it's kind of talk about the weather or whatever. So you want to just
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to know
I
about
mean,
the
it's a
gig. You want to
perfectly
know about the room.
perfect because it would
Yeah.
sound yeah.
So somebody the other day was talking, saying, I can't even remember who it was, but they had met a comedian and they were very quiet or whatever and not what they expected at all. And I was like, you can't be judging a comedian on what they're like before they go on stage. I was like,
well,
you
well,
can't.
you can be. Oh, right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not present. You're trying to have like a crack conversation.
No, they're in your you need to be in your
thinking
head.
about.
Well, I thought you were actually going to say you can't be judging a comedian by what they say on stage. Because
Oh no, that's
because
different,
some
but-
comedians present like they're all cool and woke and everything, but they're really not right. They're not good
Beck,
people.
do it. Beck.
Oh yeah. I want to bitch about other comedians.
I know.
and
That's what
it's,
it is. You're
Why?
twitching.
Why?
Yeah. Well,
Because why? Because I know them all so
Everybody
well.
likes to do.
I know, but just keep it to yourself. Yeah.
Okay, you're so right.
Just like,
See these two guys,
please.
and can we just talk a little bit? How long have we been broadcasting, Daniel?
Almost an hour.
Feels longer. That's the joke I do.
Yeah.
No, can I just
Try
say
the fish.
what?
Try the fish. It's one of them, isn't it? Feels longer.
Oh
Boom.
yeah. Can I just say, has the Instagram thing helped all of us here
Yeah.
in terms
Of
of
course.
ticket sales? Are we quite
Massively.
surprised about that?
Massively surprised and delighted.
Yeah, me too.
Well, cutting out the middleman is a nice thing, isn't it? Going directly to your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have a better chance of selling to them because they're already there. So, when you're doing a radio, you're just kind of shouting into the fucking abyss, aren't you?
Yeah,
Not
but
shouting
I
into
think
the
this,
abyss, but you know what I mean?
think
It's
this,
more- You're
You'd
closer.
wonder how many tickets you would like. I mean, that's how I make a living. Going
Instagram.
around the. Is that how you make most of your? Oh well, it does.
going around what? What do you mean?
Go around the country.
Sorry. So I'm on a tour at the moment, and
Yeah.
and a lot of the venues have sold out, which I'm very grateful for, and that's but I just wonder what percentage of the audience, like I've got like 120,000 or whatever, what percentage of those is it like 1%?
Are buying tickets.
Yeah.
I'd love to know that. I'd
I'd
say
say
it's a
it's
lot
very-
higher than one, David.
Well, oh yeah.
Da-
You said that like my parents. David.
I'd say it's a lot higher than one, David. Would you? What is the percentage? I don't know.
Anyway.
But,
10?
Well, you
maybe?
can tell obviously by the amount of fucking tickets you sell
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, but it's just it's a great. I mean, obviously TV is important, but it's nowhere near as important.
Oh,
And
I
it's
think
always there
Instagram
then.
has been a lifesaver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
because
comics.
then even new people
It
that
has.
come on, they can go back and like what I would do if I followed someone new, I'd go back and see what other stuff they've done.
Well, this is the beauty: is you're selling your comedy. You're not talking shite on some talk show, where you're trying to be funny, or you're actually
Yeah, and it's-
showing people your work. You're
And
going,
it-
"This is my stand-up. This is what I'm selling." Whereas normally, when you were selling, it's an interview or it's a TV show, or
You have
it's
to
a
try and
one-
wedge
a
it
panel
in.
show. God forbid that I was never good at that stuff. Never. My brain just closes down. I don't like being in a competitive environment where I have to be funny now with
Yeah.
6 other usually blokes.
Yeah.
It's not ideal. So
Yeah.
this is very honest, isn't it? It's like, there you go. That's what I do. Do you like it? Great, buy a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's-
very
it's a-
Like a little shop
empowering.
front.
I know that whole idea of shoehorning material into an interview.
Soul destroying. And
Well, I mean, but it can work.
it can
Yes.
absolutely.
But,
it can.
you know.
And, yeah,
Did you do the Late Late Show a few times?
many times. But I tell you, my worst one.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wait, was
God.
this-
David
was
when,
this-
I, when I think when I
What,
I
David
actually
Stewart?
feel
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel a bit
that's the
sick.
worst
I
one.
feel a
Oh,
bit
okay.
sick.
Was
No,
okay, but people don't understand. This was the Late Late Show, was it? Sorry.
Yeah, the Late Late Show.
Okay,
yeah.
So it has about 600,000-700,000 people.
Right, so the
Watching.
power of that back in the day.
Yeah.
What did Deirdre do? Now I was
So
very
Ireland
green.
is looking
Now
at
I
you.
was very green. Like when I think back to some of this shit, I think, how were you so thick? How were you that green like that you wouldn't have known? So one year I went to Edinburgh. Listen to this. 2 shows back to back. I did a 7 to 8 and an 8 to 9.
Jesus. Not in the same venue. In the same
In
venue.
the same room.
Right.
I had a 15-minute turnaround. I did 2 shows.
Oh,
One of them was this character called Crystal Hickey, right? She was a cruise ship singer. Fuck. Deirdre decided to go on the Late Late Show as the cruise ship singer. Crystal
I think
Hickey.
I might have seen that. Did you do some of
Oh,
that in
man.
Vicar Street with Tara?
Oh, man.
Tara.
No, I did. Then my second show was with Tara. Tis
Yeah.
pity she's anonymous.
Okay.
That was the title. Anyway, Crystal Hickey I took onto the Late Late with Pat Kenny. No one made a head nor tail of it. It was like I was way ahead of myself. I was like Ricky Gervais doing. I was like The Office. It was like a kind of a that.
Yeah,
like
but
a-
how did they set it up, Deirdre?
Oh yeah, like a kind of a spoof singer.
Crystal
Yeah.
Hickey is doing very well on the cruise ship circuit.
So that's
and
how- so Pat
as
Kenny-
a cruise ship singer, I was introduced as a cruise ship
Ah,
singer.
Jesus.
Out I came, did the bit of talk, did the jokes. I think I got up to sing a number, and people complained. They said, "Why are they having a cruise ship singer?" on the Late
but that's
Late
down
Show?"
to the
the
researchers. Do you
Oh,
know
the
what'd be
horror.
great, crack? Just don't even tell. Just it'll be a surprise. And
Well, I'll always remember the researcher. Before I went out, he had his head in his hands. He was bricking it. And he said to me, just before I went out, he said, "I don't think this is going to work."
he said that.
Yeah, the researcher said, I don't
Fucking
think this is going to work. And I think I knew there was a good chance this wasn't going to work as well. Now, I kind of got away with it. I didn't quite die 100%. It was
confusion.
A 50-50.
Yeah.
50% of the crowd went with it and laughed, and 50% were just absolutely confused.
They knew that you were the 50% who got it knew you were a character, but
Yes.
surely they should. Deirdre Kane, a great comedian, and she's doing a character. Now they didn't say that, so they didn't say it was Deirdre Kane.
No, they
just
didn't
introduced.
say no. They just introduced Crystal Hickey. So
Crystal Hickey.
nobody knew who Crystal Hickey was.
Yeah.
So how could it possibly work?
Yeah.
What was the rig? Did you have like a wig and everything?
I wonder, is
you
that
know,
is that
I've
on
looked
YouTube?
back at some of that stuff. The material was great. To be fair, now
Crystal Hickey.
Crystal, she was a kind of a hairdresser. Made a cruise ship.
It was
She
Aaron
was
McGregor,
a sort of a
was it?
twink inspired sort of thing. Do you know? It was that.
The enunciation
she was
kind of
cutting
thing.
hair on the cruise and singing as well. Do you know what I mean? She's a bit of a jack of all trades.
Fucking brilliant. There's a few. Crystal Hickey.
Yeah.
And cruise
Jeez, that's
ships,
fun.
Jesus, that's soul destroying. I was on the Late Late Show with Pat Kenny
Many
and-
times. Were you
yeah.
not a regular with Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there was one show.
was
I think the
mad
last time I did it, I died very badly because I had a guitar. I was
You
finishing.
need to post that now because that is always funny.
I was
People
I was
dying on
I
ours
was
in the Late Late
finishing
Show.
with
Yeah.
I was finishing with this thing which was what was it? About Irish people's house obsession. You know, you go to the bank, get a mortgage, buy a house, anyway, I was about to sing it, and the fuckers in the show, do you know me, fucking great laugh, fucking detune his guitar, see how he fucking laugh. You know, these fucking
They messed with your
cunt,
guitar.
happy dub cunts. You know me, fucking laugh, fucking detune his guitar. Anyway, picked up the guitar, it's all out of tune. And I really wanted to sing it. We don't have time. The guitar's out of tune. Please, Pat. And then I lost confidence in what I was doing.
Oh, God.
I got very self-conscious. I forgot the words. And it was just like,
Oh, God.
the thing. And the voice was going.
Oh, the voice.
And
the
you know what I mean?
creepy voice.
And then the thing. Okay, that's Dave McSavage. Not everyone's cup of tea.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking
Fucking
cunts.
hell.
And of course the lads, you know, who'd done that. We're gonna stupid
But I
cunts.
mean, live television, like, could it
Yeah.
be? Could the stakes be higher? Could it be? Could it be tougher?
But I mean, you know, I don't know about you when you like I die quite regularly, and it's pretty rough, and it's certainly
How do you deal with that now? I'd quite like to know how you
dying.
deal with that.
Well, you just have this horrible feeling. You just want to go home, get into a fetal position, rock back and forth, and the only way to sort of and it's slowly. It's like having a bad shite. It just slowly dissipates. Sorry, girls. I know you don't like talking about
Shite.
shite. It's like a bad shite. Yeah.
But you
Deirdre,
you
have you
are
ever-
able to save yourself, David, from dying on stage. Like, that's not. You have all the resources and you know how to turn a room around. So
tools.
why?
Yeah,
you,
but
why
sometimes
are you putting yourself through that?
Sometimes though
go.
you can just feel that, you know, and you
gone.
continue doing the thing, but people are we're still we haven't
Recovered.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, you know, we
Is there a common thing? Do you go too far? What is it?
is there a common thing? Yeah.
When you turn that room, when you can feel the energy.
Sometimes I don't know. You
It's
just
someone in the audience always.
One
I've
person.
seen loads of
Talking
his gigs,
loud.
And
I've
he
seen
always,
them.
he always thinks the person in the audience hates him, even though he might not hate him.
Ah.
He's just said
He might have
Yeah.
just like fixed
Yeah,
his
it's
pocket
one of
or
those
something.
faces.
Okay.
So you're spotting one of those faces that's not smiling at you. Those people who are very annoying.
Yes.
mean,
Or
Christ.
someone on their phone.
Is there
or
anything
something.
worse?
Deirdre, can I just say,
With a
Deirdre, I
face.
know you are as mental as I am anyway. So I don't. That's why I like you so much. Can I just ask you, just like quickly, what worst kind of gig experience, or you know, that you had?
I think the worst thing was actually probably like real early on, and I'd only done about 4 or 5 gigs, and somebody asked me to do 15 minutes out in Kildare, and it was just disgusting. And the worst thing about it was I told a joke. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something to do with having kids or something like that. And a woman in the audience, so it was meant to be like a joke, obviously, and a woman in the audience said, like she felt sorry for me. And it was just, and actually the worst part of it was all the comedians were sitting together behind the mic.
horror.
So we all went back to sit in our seats after we did our bit. And you know, when you go back to other comedians and you know that you've done horrifically, you've stopped time in the room, and all, people go, well done. And you know it's a dirty, dirty lie. And I had to sit with all the other 3 who did really, really well. And I died on my hall, and it was disgusting. And I hated
It's
myself.
the worst feeling.
It is
in
the worst
world.
feeling. But
It
but
is
I
the
know what
worst.
you mean. That's worse than a heckle.
Yeah, like,
Because it's
you're very brave.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
The worst thing for me
Good
is
job for trying.
I don't know if
Yeah.
oh yeah, have you had people stand up? Well, this happened to me a few times where people stand up and walk out. That's worse than a heckle.
I've
You're
had
like,
that
you
before, yeah.
fuckers.
I had it in Dublin. I did Dublin Fringe, and I had people walking out. I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I haven't
It's in the
had people
Inter.
walking out, but I think I'm going to on the next one.
Oh.
I've had a few because I'm gone a bit darker with age, and there's a few bits in this where I can feel the tension in the room, and that's new now for me because I'd
But
be
you
a
like
people
it.
pleaser a lot of the time. But now you see, with the old age, I'm leaning into the darkness. Couldn't give a fuck, effing and
I
blind.
love
and-
it.
Do you think you think that you're changing? Do you think you have changed over a period?
Yeah,
Do you-
definitely.
yeah. Do you feel yeah?
I don't feel the need to be. I think I was always very good at keeping everybody happy. And now I'm not that bothered about keeping everybody happy. I'm like, I'm going to do a bit now that some people definitely won't like. So that's you see, that's where I admire you, because you always lean into that.
Yeah.
Are you more confident?
Well, I must be, I suppose, if I'm happy to go to the place that's uncomfortable. You have to let yourself go
But I
towards something that's uncomfortable, and that's not easy. It's easier to do the nice thing and make everybody laugh.
Yeah, but I think also, we do have some
That's quite
professional
boring.
duty to ticket buyers. You can't be, you do have to ultimately entertain them.
Of
I don't
course,
think.
of course.
I think sometimes,
But that
It's nice
doesn't
to
mean
have light and shade,
that
isn't
doesn't
there?
mean that you can't be saying things that will also make them uncomfortable and
Yeah.
make them think, or that you want to say something that's quite dark. Anyway, it's interesting. We'll see how I go. I certainly had a night recently in Clontarf. I did 4 work in progress nights in a row, and
In the
one
sheds?
of them was tough,
Oh,
very tough.
yeah.
This crowd just. Well, there was no energy in them. I didn't know whether if they were drunk or tired or what, but I was working my arse off. And then at a certain point, I thought, no, I'm not working hard anymore now. I'm just going to sit back into this and you'll just have to meet me somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
But
Yeah, that's really good, Deirdre. It's so interesting. The thoughts that God, it's
when you're in the middle of it, when you're in the middle.
well,
and
no,
it's
but I know what you mean. And when it's not working. And or you feel it's not working,
Yeah.
and you're doing the stuff,
tried all
and then,
the
and then
tricks.
you're talking, but you don't believe, you don't like your voice. You're
Yeah.
all up here, and then you just. That's a really good thing. Just give yourself a second.
Yeah.
And what a good thing to say. You're going to have to meet me somewhere in this, and in a way, maybe that has the desired effect, maybe by
Well, I think,
changing.
I don't know if I don't think I fixed the room, but I fixed my own head. And
Okay.
I thought, I'm not going to
yeah.
kill myself.
Did I
for
just
another 30
I did
minutes.
mansplaining again, didn't I?
Yeah, and also I feel.
Did you? Anne?
Yeah, I
I
did. I
fe-
just repeated
and-
exactly what Deirdre
yeah.
said.
And
So-
also, I feel that we give you. You are like in a therapy session that Deirdre and Emma giving you, advice
sorry,
and
guys.
listen to your problems.
I
you know.
love these two,
And
Hannah.
and
I
especially
absolutely.
women do it to men. A lot of men date women to get free counselling.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
truth
so.
in that. Interesting. Very
So
interesting.
we just
But
we
David
just
has very good
counsellor.
insight, and this particular topic, though, you've got great insight because you actually don't do what I do, which is a lot of people pleasing over the years. You will lean into making people feel uncomfortable,
Yeah,
and that's
this
unusual.
Self-destructive
It
streak.
could be seen as self-destructive, I suppose.
But the audience who went to see you in Clontarf knew that it was a work in progress.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that also gives us latitude.
It was just very interesting, though. Out of the 4 nights, this was just one that
It's
just
so,
wasn't.
Isn't it so funny though that the energy in the room and all that?
Energy in the
It's
room.
like you just never know.
I knew from hello. I
You
knew from
knew.
hello there was nothing in that room. They were giving me fuck all.
You're like here.
But
Actually, this sounds very, very mean now because I think this audience, if they were to hear me saying this, would be, what's she talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
We
I know
thoroughly
that's the
enjoyed
thing. They'd
ourselves.
say, "Oh, everyone enjoyed himself." whatever,"
Yeah,
but
no,
you're
no,
like,
no.
"No,
So
I
that's
didn't
harsh.
feel it."
Compared
of
to
them.
the other nights, it was just.
are you
low.
surprised you are a comedian, Emma?
Uh,
What drew you? Why is that a funny question, Jack? Oh yes, because that sounds like because you're shy. No,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Because
do that-
your demeanor. I don't know you. I know you, but I don't know you. But you're such a nice person, and there's a
yeah. Well,
okay.
no.
You're not a nice person.
No, I suppose I am a nice person, but no, I don't think like people that went to school with me or my family. I think the thing that I'm surprised by that I've gotten obsessed with it and I've stuck with it for so long. I don't think it's a shock to go and do it.
Well, it's an
and whatever.
unusual thing to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
but to
Let's
stay
face
with it and keep doing it and to be obsessed about it, I think is the part that's, isn't it?
And are we?
That's
We're all
illness.
in. Are we? Like
Yeah.
Well, me and Deirdre definitely are. But you're. Do you feel like that? This is it.
This is
Oh,
it.
she's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
in. Oh, Jesus, she's
This
all
is
in.
it.
She's
And do you
yes.
feel you're getting better?
I do actually. Yeah.
Which is quite exciting, isn't it? Because usually as we get old, mature, things start to flag. But I don't feel that with comedy. I think
No.
you can get better, which is an exciting prospect.
Thank God. Imagine if we were getting worse now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, how depressing would that be?
Would you
Trying to get up with old jokes and all. Oh, stop.
what? Say that again. Say that again.
Imagine if you were trying to get up with old jokes that you'd written 5 years ago and you're.
I'm doing that fucking. You're taking.
You're
the piss
not.
out.
I'm not taking the
You
piss.
are.
David,
but
you're
no,
not doing that. That's
I
your-
fucking
don't-
am. No, but I am. You do. You are.
You're
You're
not.
so clever, Deirdre. People don't understand. She's a
He
devil.
thinks I was taking
is.
You're giving me more
No,
credit
you
there
are.
than I deserve. That's not what I was
And-
doing at all. But yes, I do think I'm getting better. Do you?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think definitely like just my kids are getting older and stuff, so I have more time. And then obviously I'm making my living from it now. So before I was like trying to work and do it, and then I probably wasn't writing as much. But then once I quit my job, I think I was like, okay, I'm all in now.
No,
For a lot of time.
sorry.
Oh no, just for a lot of time I was like
Quit her
that.
job because of me. Thank you.
I was just, I was working Monday to Friday and then going out and doing gigs. So a lot of the time I would just do bits that I'd done because I just,
Now, we have to
gig.
talk about the elephant in the room. On top of
Yeah.
being very talented and, all the rest of it. And, but you're two very attractive women. You're two very attractive women who need a damn good spanking. So I like to ask, no. But what I'm saying, do you get a lot of male attention at the end of your gigs? Are there, the way sometimes you would have...
And no, fascinating.
No. What are you talking about?
Fascinating.
Deirdre Kane.
All comics,
You're a
all
little-
male comics get a lot of attention from women. Not the
no.
same in
It's not the
reverse.
same.
Men are afraid of funny women. Not personally,
Yeah.
but generally speaking,
You
no.
don't.
There would
I would
be
get
a
a
sinner at the door waiting
I
for
would
me.
get a few
Maybe
2
more.
a.m. Honestly, you get a few 2 a.m. messages
Yeah.
and then I'd have seen them in the morning and then they'd be deleted. So people wake up and see them, or I've had apologies about messages. But I don't get people at gigs, men at gigs. I have done the photos with the man and the wife, but I've never had,
Never.
no.
I don't believe you.
Never.
I'm not, I swear to God,
And
never.
when I've looked at the men, when I've looked at
I
people like
know.
Des Bishop and women
Yeah.
falling around,
Yeah.
hanging around, waiting for
Oh,
I've watched
listen.
this over the
Well,
years.
Des Bishop, I've seen Des Bishop. I remember
Well, now, let's be clear, back in the day when he was a single man.
Jesus Christ, you're like a politician.
I know, aren't I? I live next door to one. It's rubbed off.
Well, that's right. I was hanging out with Des. We were in the International, and we went across the road into that ice cream shop, and literally, to sit. I guess it was like how guys react around a good-looking girl or something. To see the way women, he walked into the room, and the whole energy just changed. It's just they was like, whoa, they're all, and I'm going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then oh shit, that's because of Des.
Yeah,
And I'd love that because you know what I mean. Because I love pussy. Hey, I love pussy, Dave.
But also he's
It's funny, isn't it, when you
extremely polite and has
decompartmentalize
amazing
women to where
smile.
you just call them pussy. Do women say, "Oh, I love"?
Yeah,
cock?
a little bit of cock, no?
Did
Sometimes.
do
Amongst
girls-
ourselves.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Do you?
But do you
Yeah,
not think
just,
that's fascinating?
yeah.
You say you love cock?
Yeah, just girls would say among each other, wouldn't they?
You dirty.
Sometimes, not like every, but
Yes.
like when they have a few drinks and maybe they feel a
Yeah,
bit
they might say,
silly.
I'd love a bit of dick or whatever. Yeah.
I love a bit of dick.
I'm not getting involved. But I think that's fascinating.
Have you cheated on? No. Go on, what's
I think
fascinating?
That's fascinating. The dynamic that the men get the attention from the women, but we don't.
Oh, you
What
wouldn't
would
never in real life. Never in
Because I
real
think
I'm-
it's
I'm
intimidating. I think
genuinely-
generally
Intimidating,
speaking,
yeah.
it's intimidating. It's like
Yeah.
it's harder to engage
Never
with
really.
us,
Yeah.
having been the.
Do you
funny
think it's
woman
who
on
you
stage for
guys
now.
are? Do you think it's who you are, or do you think it's just generally?
I don't know. To be honest,
Okay.
it's not something that I really would have spent much time thinking about because
Okay.
I was never single doing comedy anyway.
Yeah,
and
why
I was
aren't you
never
fucking single?
and
You're
I was
very
never-
selfish.
I
Why
was
don't you
never
put
trying-
yourself out there?
I
It's all
was
me,
never in
me. I'm in
comedy
a
trying to get
fucking
my
relation.
hole. If I'd been
Yeah.
trying to get my hole, maybe I would have been like, why? But I never went into it. That was never my
Your reason.
Object.
my objective. Never.
Yeah.
And I know some men go into it because they
Well, traditionally
What was your
speaking,
objective?
men know if they can make women laugh, they're in.
they're in. Yeah.
They're in, but that is
Yes.
not the reverse.
No.
That's interesting.
You're called this. You're you're a sound, Emma. You're a sound. I don't want to have sex with you. But you're sound. So I was like, okay.
Why did you go into? Why did you go into comedy?
Because
sorry.
why did I go into comedy?
Yeah. You said not to get your hole because that's why I went.
Because I wanted people to love me
Yeah.
and like me,
Yeah.
but I
Oh.
didn't want to have to. I wanted it to be in quite an abstract way where I could go.
Yeah.
It was all on my terms.
Okay.
It's all on my terms, isn't
Listen-
it? That's comedy.
Listen, I could keep Deirdre and Emma. I'm so excited. I don't even know where to begin. Jack.
I love when you
Well,
look
we
at your
just
sons.
ended.
I'm so
What?
excited.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Just
Jack.
end it. Daniel said, just end it. End this pain.
No, it's been great. No, but he doesn't know where to begin, and I'm saying, well, it's just ended. So.
I don't know where to end or begin. You know, okay, listen, can I just look? Oh, you're starting your tour when?
I start my tour at the end of March.
Right.
It's called O'Kaning It.
Okaning it.
It's on
Yes,
my
and I've seen.
website.
Yes, no, I saw your poster when I played in the Dean Crow.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no, the Dean Crow's
Yeah.
great. Why are you saying?
like
No,
it.
I don't think I sold. I don't think I've had to change the date in the Dean Crow.
Yeah,
That's the only one, and everything else is.
yeah, that's right. I was.
Everything else
Thank you for the help.
The
Daniel,
Dean
appreciate
Crow
it.
was tough for me to sell as well.
Yeah, it's
Very nice poster, by the
think I
way.
went up
It's
too
like
late.
you look. I'm looking at the poster, going, okay, what's all that about?
the 11th hour.
Oh,
It's O'Kane going.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told you, it's
Yeah, yeah,
back
yeah.
to the IFTAs. It's like, okay, better get those legs out now.
Yeah, yeah.
Not now.
Because it'll be too late.
Okay.
Well, I'm just delighted. Congratulations on the new tour. What about your new tour?
It's called Dilemma,
Yeah.
and it starts start of March.
Just tell them where they can buy your tickets because you might as well.
EmmaDoranComedy.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Thanks very much.
DeirdreO'Kane.net.
And what about your
Thank you
tour?
for having us, David and Hannah.
Oh no,
and Daniel
such a
and
pleasure.
Jack.
Don't worry about my fucking tour. And what's your Instagram?
Emma Doran Comedian.
Deirdre, you know you Instagram.
I presume it's Deirdre O'Kane 1. Doesn't matter. Just put in Deirdre
amazing.
O'Kane and you'll find it. Like,
Thank you, Jack and Daniel.
Yeah.
And sorry, we're going to have a conversation about the. Let's all just chill out.
this is
Can we
my
just-
favourite podcast.
Can we
This.
just listen?
It is my favourite podcast.
Well, listen, we really tried.
It's
it's-
the best
it's-
dynamic.
I'm-
it's the most interesting dynamic. Like
Look,
the best name.
Emma
the
is
best
dancing
title.
and you're just rocking yourself.